What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Sakura, the most useless talk show about anime and gaming. And as always, welcome, NoGoodTsunax, my fucking co-host. What up, Suna?
Yo, what is up, y'all? It's NoGoodTsunax ready to hop on this episode 2 of the podcast. You're not gonna tell them about how you fucked up the first recording?
Yeah, that's why I was laughing in, in the beginning.
Fucking A,
We
man.
were talking for like 15 minutes, and I look over and we weren't even recording. So, Suna, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, what is a surprise, man? Already.
You owe me some Fire Force episodes because I have watched Hitman Reborn. We spoke about this on episode 1, which has 25 downloads, by the way, as of recording this one. And it's okay. It's just okay. Bottom line, okay to me.
Alright. Well, there were some problems that we talked about, and you know what? They'll be fixed. It should be a lot better now. I think we'll be good now, this time around, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
If not, I'll be sure to listen to it and then get on your ass about it.
Nah,
I'll be like, man, why you fucking
audio
up,
is good. I know the audio was kind of iffy in the first episode, but it's a lot better now. But as far as Hitman Reborn, I don't like Reborn's voice actor. I can't stand it. I'm watching it in Japanese. I don't know if it's different from English.
There is no English dub for it.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Ebony told me there was an English dub for it. I don't know.
There might be, but the last I checked, there wasn't.
I didn't like it. I'm telling you that.
He's adorable as hell. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anyone that dislikes him or his voice actor. I can see why you don't like him, but he's adorable. He's a beautiful, lovable character, and I love him.
We shall see.
So.
You and Ebony keep telling me to wait. Wait and
it
see.
gets better. I know the slice of life may seem like kind of boring to some people. That's why some people drop it, but like it gets a lot better. I think the slice of life like adds a lot to the characters, and it's actually very enjoyable. Like people that usually like I told them, hey, you should watch it. It's either been like they got kind of bored, but it's still pretty interesting enough to keep you want to watch, keep you watching, I guess. But like I said, it's mixed. But I think it's pretty entertaining. I had fun with it. I thought it was enjoyable. Slice of life is great for me. I love slice of life. And it's not even just pointless slice of life. They're introducing you like all the characters, why certain characters are the way they are. So I like that. And then it takes them into a battle manga or like a battle shonen, like I said before. So and then they try to mix the comedy in it, in there. And I guess now you can see why I was saying like Suna's the only like sane person, kinda. Cause he's the only one that reacts like a normal person in the show, while everybody else is just like, "Oh yeah, fun game" type shit.
Yeah, that's why I like what's his name again?
Yamamoto.
Yamamoto.
Takeshi.
He's dope because he thinks everything's a freaking game. Lambo is freaking cute. I just found out
Lambo.
that Ippon is actually a girl.
Ipin, yeah, she's a girl.
That's a fucking scary ass baby dude. Why are all the Hitman's babies?
That's not a Hitman. Lambo is a baby, but he's different from Reborn, but they don't explain it till later. Lambo's just a little kid. Ipin's just a little kid.
It's weird. If you like slice of life, I would highly suggest damn, what's the name of the anime? I just said it. I just freaking said it, dude. Kakushigoto. It's about a father who writes naughty and raunchy manga, and he's trying to keep his daughter from finding out. However, there's nothing raunchy about it. It's just straight comedy, straight slice of life, and it's freaking adorable. Like they have like little drills just in case his daughter ever came to the office and everything, where they put on suits and ties. It came out this year. It's only like 8 episodes in, and it's freaking amazing. That and Wave Listen to Me. It's about a girl who does she does radio, but the way she talks to her listeners is she brings them into her world. So like the first episode, it starts off with like her in the woods. She's like, okay, listeners, have no food, I'm about to starve, and there's a grizzly bear in front of me. And then she's reading questions at the same time. She goes, I can't answer that at a time like this. You can figure that out for yourself. And it's dope. It's freaking dope. God of High School comes out in July. So I know you're excited for that.
God of High School? Yeah. I am. Um, I can't wait for it. I know I talked about it like last podcast. I
Mm.
think I'm pretty sure I did. Um, so yep, I've been waiting for it. I kind of want to start watching Tower of God because I haven't read anything for it, and they told me it's good. So maybe I'll check that one out too. But I need to check out Fire Force because I am gonna keep our end of the deal. So
Fire Force comes out. Season 2 comes out in July too, which I'm excited. I know we spoke about this in the last podcast, but that manga is coming to an end. So it should it the freaking anime should not be riddled with fillers. Um, but I'm excited. You'll thank me. You'll find out what you might not like the OP. You might skip the first OP. Because
I
the way
probably will.
they troll you and everything on your stream. But it's a good solid anime. What is the weirdest anime you have ever watched?
The weirdest?
Weirdest anime.
Okay. Okay. I can't remember it briefly. It's one of like the first anime I ever watched. And me and my brother sat there and watched it. I was like 14, 15 when I watched it with him. It's called Mysterious Girlfriend X, right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember the basis for it, but it's like this weird kind of like I want to say she wasn't really weird. She was just kind of weird in the sense like the guy and the girl were together,
Hmm.
and I remember a scene where he smelled her sweat and he said that it smelled good. I can't fucking remember exactly why or how, but it was kind of like a weird romance, but it was also kind of adorable at times, I
Yeah.
want to say. But it was mainly weird. Like it was just like an awkward girlfriend type thing, you know what I mean? And the guy was pretty weird too because like I said, he thought that she smelled nice even though she was sweating and that it smelled good. And then at one point, like towards the end of the series, she was naked inside of a box, and he knew somehow. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
But
Thinking
what's
about it now, I don't remember exactly what happened, even what the basis was of it. But like, it was just supposed to be like an awkward girlfriend, like a weird kind of girlfriend, and then the guy was just as weird. I don't know how I got roped into watching it or how I even started watching it, but I can't really remember it all that much anymore. The opening was okay though. I kind of liked the opening. I don't know. That's probably like the weirdest one I can think of because I don't really watch weird anime.
I don't eat. I know there's one that my wife Ebony she keeps trying to get me to watch. Is like
B stars.
no. I have watched a couple episodes of that but we'll talk about that in a second. But it's just she said all she says is this anime where this guy gets power from drinking breast milk. As soon as she said that, I'm like, I'm not
Wait a
watching that.
minute.
I'm not watching that. Yeah, I
I
think you.
think I know what she's talking about because I someone tried to get me to watch that shit too. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I said. I was like, I'm not watching that.
This guy just goes around groping girls and trying to suck their breasts. But not all girls have breast milk, so I don't know how the fuck that even works. It's so fucking stupid too. I think I saw like the first episode of that a long time ago, and I never watched anymore after
I
that.
haven't watched a single episode. She keeps trying to get me to watch it. I keep telling her
Oh my
no.
god. Oh shit, here's another one. And this one's just like straight borderline hentai. I
Mm.
think it's like uh fuck. I forget what it's called. I think it's like Devil Sister Testament or something like that.
Testament of the New Devil Sister.
Sister New Devils. Yeah, the guy with the two adopted demon sisters.
That I like that. How is that weird? That was a really good anime.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The storyline was
Bruh.
amazing. What are you
And
talking
the character
about?
was just it was stupid. No.
it was a it
And
was
this-
it was basically a rip off of High School DxD. I felt like
that anime was fucking stupid. I don't know what you're talking about.
you didn't like it.
No, I didn't watch it. I just watched like the first two episodes and I'm like, oh no, bro, this is not right. And the dude is like making his sister like his slave or something.
Yeah, so in order
That
for
was
them
so
to get more
weird,
powerful,
man.
yeah, you had to be like a master servant slave, and the more sexual tension y'all had during that bonding ritual, the more powerful you would become. and
Yeah,
shit like
that's
that.
so stupid. Oh my god.
So the girls like licking the neck and shit.
Oh my god, that was so horrible. Like, I sat there watching and I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I watching, man?
So-
As much as I don't like some like I know I watched High School DxD and I liked watching it at the time. Like I liked it, but like thinking about it now, I probably wouldn't be able to watch it anymore because there's not my taste in anime. Like
Yeah.
I love anime, comedy, and stuff. The only reason I'm even watching High School DxD at this point, and I'm gonna finish it eventually, is because the plot. At this point, I kind of got invested in the
Yeah.
characters. I love Issei. I want to see if he gets his harem, and it's fucking hilarious how he tries to do his shit. With that anime, there's nothing behind it. It's straight etchy
No.
ass
Yeah.
pull,
Yeah.
borderline hentai. No, I could not. I could not watch that shit.
So like the difference is like
Fuck
so with
no.
High School DxD when they're like, all right, we gotta train Issei, and he's like, he's actually training on moves, whether they be stupid like boob lingual or like clothes rip and shit like that. With the Testament of the New Sister Devil, it's like we gotta train. That means we gotta have like some sexual tension, like a bathtub and shit.
No.
It's freaking amazing, dude. I don't understand how you don't like it.
I just don't. No.
Great solid anime of the year in my book. You were saying before I messed up the original record about prison school, because I know Buddha keeps asking me to watch it.
Yeah, I know. Budokai keeps asking you about it, and I'll explain to you why I think it's great, but at the same time, like, I'll explain like the foundation of it, so you can kind of get why. It's like a comedy. I want to say there's like some little ecchi scenes, but it'll make sense in a second. So basically, an all-girls school is trying to implement like the two genders in one school. You know what I mean? Like the two sexes in one school. They want to like slowly introduce male students into the school.
Yeah.
So what they do is they get four male students, and they get integrated into the school. And the boys being boys are just like horny bastards, right?
Yeah.
So one of them gets interested in this one girl, tries to talk to him because she's also in the wrestling and he's in the wrestling. You're like, wow, you're so cool. And what ends up happening is they try to peek at the girls, and because of that, they get locked up in the middle of the courtyard because they got caught doing it. They got locked up in the middle of the courtyard in this prison, and they're not allowed to leave. And the principal of the school is a male, so he understands why they're doing it, but he's also kind of a pervert. It's weird. It's funny, and there's so many like funny and sexual suggestive themes that it just
So they just locked
it's
up
hilarious.
in the middle of the courtburd.
Yeah, but they also have to resume their daily activities and stuff, and like it's actually really, really comedic. Like it's so fucking hilarious. Like I guarantee you'll get like a really good laugh out of it. I fucking loved it. There's some ecchi stuff in there because it is an all-girls school, and these are like based on some horny teens. Well, they're not really horny. One of them just wants a relationship with one of them, and the other ones are just like horny bastards. But it's great. It has small romance in it. Not really, kinda, and it has like a bunch of sexually suggestive themes. And it makes you want to go like, what the fuck, yo? But like, it's so fucking funny, and you can't take your eyes off of it type of scenes. And in one scene, one of the guys is like, "Step on me, please." He looks so weird, because I want to say like school officers, like disciplinary committee squad guys or women, is this woman wearing high heels, and this dude just wants her to step on him, and he's like gets off from that, and like the characters are so funny. They're stupid, but they're fucking hilarious. I want to say I think it's five guys. Not thinking about it, it might be four. I think it's four, but it might be five. I can't remember them all. There was this nerdy guy. There was this big guy whose eyes don't match up with him because he has such a big face. He has like tiny eyes. It's weird. I think he has tiny eyes. He has like giant ears, I think too. This is like blonde kid, and then there's the main character. Yeah, so I think that's four. It might be five. I'm sure. I think I'm missing one. But like I said, there's a bunch of sexually suggestive themes, and it's actually really hilarious. And if anyone hasn't seen Prison School, I'm pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll, and I recommend it if you want to have a good laugh and don't mind a little bit of ecchi stuff here and there. They don't show any actual like breasts or anything like that, but it's very like sexually suggestive with some things. So it's like it's overshadowed, I guess, by the comedy. So it's fucking hilarious. And honestly, I'm surprised you hadn't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I recommend you watch it too. Just watch like an episode or two so you understand what it's about. I guarantee you'll probably get hooked within the first two episodes. I was watching it weekly when it first came out.
When I looked it up, it said it was on Hulu, so I gotta check it out. I'm watching, like I said, I'm watching like a couple different types of animes. Ooh. We did get confirmation on what is it? Is it confirmation on two of the Jump Force DLCs? I know
Yep.
they were data
Yep.
mined.
Well, it's not. They were data mined. They were like leaked. Basically, what they did is they put what we presume to be Hiei's model on Toshiro,
Mm.
and it fit really well. And he has spiky hair, so it's basically confirmed to be Hiei. And the other one was also like I want to say leaked, and it was confirmed to be Melrim. I'm bringing back the Chimera ants, boy. It's time we rise. My ants, we rise.
Wait, so who's that gonna be? That's gonna be Miriam.
Miriam, Cell, and then Kane. The ant team, boys. We bring in the insects back.
You could
The
also.
Chimera ants rise again.
Oh my god, you could create like you could probably do a better job than I did, but I recreated Pito in Jump Force. Probably do something like that too.
Why do you think I could do a better job at it?
Are you one of those people that think
What you trying to
Pito's a
say,
boy?
man? It is a boy. What the fuck?
Pito's
I
a
don't doesn't
girl.
even matter. That's a fucking ant. That's a fucking ant. We're not even gonna say that. We're not,
Pito's
we're
a
not
girl,
sexualizing.
dude.
It's an ant.
It's a girl, dude. It's not about sexual. You just putting a gender on it, dude. Like Miriam, they call him the king, so
No.
apparently that's a guy, right? They're gonna call him a girl. Pito's
They
a
can
girl.
call him king, queen, whatever. It's.
Exactly.
I don't. They never confirmed it. I'm pretty sure that's a guy.
Pito's a girl, dude. You can tell by the eyes and the thick thighs.
Okay.
I have started the Boruto manga because everybody keeps saying that it's way better than the show, and it is. It's absolutely 10 times better than the show, which is nothing but fillers. And because of this coronavirus thing, they teased us that they were gonna start getting into the Kawaki arc, which is like getting into manga and everything. And Boruto's been on hiatus for a little bit, so I'm kind of sad. That's
Yeah, never giving Boruto a chance.
it's my guilty pleasure. I guess because I love Naruto so much that I'm just like dragging my feet along with Boruto like every episode. There were a couple good episodes. Like they had like a nice little arc with Kakashi, Guy, and Madai Saratobi. So Asuma's daughter, right? She's now like a Jonin. Yeah, she's a Jonin, right? And it was her job to escort Kakashi and Guy. And so Kakashi was like, "We're going to this sacred place. I need you to escort me." And he's trying to have her loosen up because she's like kind of like rigid and everything. Um, the whole point is the sacred place was a place within Makeout Paradise that they that they filmed like a scene of the movie in. Like, I guess Makeout Paradise got turned into a movie, and the sacred place to Kakashi was a place that was iconic in the book that they filmed in the movie. So when she found that out,
Wait.
she kind of flipped. Yeah, it was cool though.
Isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, Makeout Paradise.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, because I do like Naruto, I'm not like the biggest fan. At one point, I kind of was, but I still do really enjoy it. Enjoyed it. So I kind of want to go into Boruto, but I don't. I refuse to acknowledge it. To me, it's like GT, bro. When is Naruto coming back? Let's get another season, man. No, I don't. I want to accept Boruto as canon. My boy Naruto can't just be some lousy Hokage in an office, man. I mean, he can, but fuck, I refuse to acknowledge.
Well, no, they have a lot. So the meme is like the only good fights in Boruto is whenever his father or Sasuke fight. But even they had a scene recently with Kankuro, actually like messing up these like clone robot things, and that was dope. And he had like a last ditch effort. It was like a Data type thing where he had like all his puppets explode at once, and he was gonna get caught in the crossfire, but he had to do it to like to give Shinji why do I keep saying Shinji? What is Gaara's son name? To give Gaara's son.
Gaara has a son?
Yeah, dude, and he's badass, dude. Yo, hold on.
Who's the mother? Hold up.
Actually, he doesn't have a mom. He's adopted.
Oh.
We're looking up Gaara's son, Shinki. He's actually dope. So he had what his grandfather had, or the previous Kazekage had that controlled the iron in sand. So he walks around with like black sand as like a cape over him. you know, like Gara has like had the sand protecting him and stuff, but with Shinji it's just as a cape and it's not in like the little bag that Gara had. Shinki is freaking amazing, but yeah, so Kankuro had to like fend off. It was one of the Momoshiki fights, I think, but he was going after the tailed beast, and it was a cute scene because Shikaku, they actually put him in a teacup, and it was like the cutest thing. So Boruto,
I seen that.
yeah, cutest thing ever, dude. So Shinki and Boruto had to escape with Shikaku in this little teacup and stuff, and they had to take it back to the hidden leaf. So Kankuro had to like fend him off and had all his like puppets explode and stuff like that. You also got to see Tamari and Shikadai fight, mother and son. That was a dope fight. And then freaking Gara and Sasuke were fighting the big dude and everything. So yeah, a lot of the great fights come like not from Boruto and like the new Team 7, which is sad. It's just sad.
I haven't watched the second part of City Hunter, but like as far as I watched it, I've enjoyed it. It might even make you want to learn Rio. It's City Hunter. And then some people don't understand why he's so nasty in the game, but then they watch the anime and then BL is like, yeah, I understand why he's like that now. Like this man is insane. I don't know if you want to know a little bit about the character or do you care about him at all. But
Tell me about Ryu.
Rio Taiba from City Hunter is a pro sweeper, and basically it's like this undercover, like behind the scene, like police, I guess you could say, but not really. It's more like someone who helps people, that helps the general public with stuff that the police probably won't help them with. So
PI?
basically, the reason they call him a pro sweeper because he goes around like cleaning up the bad guys. You know, like he kills like people if it need to be, right? He kills bad people, or he'll like set them right. So, but the police obviously won't go around killing people, but he'll do it. He even like tells someone like this is a dirty job, like you're gonna get your hands. You're gonna get your hands dirty. It's basically like there's no such thing as heaven for people that engage in this. Is what he was telling someone. And but the thing with Rio is he's kind of they haven't really said too much. So I can't remember why, at least so far. But he's basically he's like kind of superhuman in a sense, or maybe he's just an insanely like nasty dude. But he pulls out his gun so quick in certain instances, like it shows it like going in slow mo, and he puts it away right before anybody even turns around to see, ooh, like shot, And he's just superhuman. He shot all the way into a building, purposely missing someone because they were aiming a sniper at someone, just kind of like as a hey, I could have killed you, back off type thing. And he's just superhuman. He shot at a target, and it looked like he only hit one bullet, but like there was only like one bullet hole in the target itself. But no, he shot all 5 bullets through the same hole, and he's insane. He shoots people at long distances with a pistol, and like he knocks off certain like. He shot a bra off of a woman once. He shot off someone's belt. He shot at what is it? At a tank, and busted out with a magnum. He busted out the bottom parts of like the hinges and stuff, so the tank will like crash. And I'm just like, bro, this man is insane.
Sounds
that's why he's so
unrealistic.
OP. And unrealistic, maybe. The character just dummy strong. Leave him alone.
I was riding with you until you told me about shooting the hinges off a tank. So I don't know.
But it's funny because it's also very comedic.
Yeah.
And the main character is like a lecherous pervert man. So he'll state like I only work for women or sometimes, but he's actually like a fundamentally like a good guy. So there's times where something pulls at his heartstrings and he's like, yeah, I can't just sit by and watch. So he'll do the job. But anytime it involves a woman, he's like on board no matter what, because he's kind of a pervert. But he never gets his way. So people, and then there's characters that use that like lecherous part of him to like get stuff out of him. So it's just hilarious. The character's a pervert, but he never succeeds. And then there's a character that follows him around and smacks him with a mallet every time he's acting up. Like, the character's he's OP. He's kind of superhuman. Like
that doctor from fucking Hitman Reborn that only works with females.
Yeah, and, like shaman. Yep.
Yeah, Suna had to beg.
Kind of that same way.
That episode I didn't
That's
like.
basically the same
He
thing.
had he had what Scrollless or something like that, and it basically like shouted out like all his embarrassing moments until he died and
Uh,
everything.
yep, I remember that.
What do you do if you had
Never go outside again.
that? How many embarrassing moments does No Good Tuna have, dude?
Quite a few, a lot actually, and I don't never want to talk about it. Actually, I just think of someone I'm just like, fuck, man, I'm never gonna talk about them because no, people will never let them down. I regret doing some things. I'm wondering like what was going on through my head as a kid when I was doing some of these things.
You never had. Alright, so I think as far as like one embarrassing moment I'm okay with talking about would be I had yo. So when I was younger, I was a big fan of Cisco. I don't know if you know who he is. He's an old school singer, right? With Drew Hill, and his thing was he had silver hair, right? So my parents would not let me dye my hair silver, for good reason. As a parent now, I understand why, but I would not let it go. So I was like, all right, what if I don't dye it? What if I use, hairspray that turns my hair silver and it just washes off? They were like, all right, we don't have to bleach your hair to do it. Then go ahead and do it. It's like the middle of summer, and I'm running around playing manhunt with like silver beads of sweat going down my face, and that's when my friends thought I was sus. Yeah, I just don't want to relive like I ever do that again. But well, I would not ever do it. But I guess that would be an embarrassing moment that I had when I was younger. What about you? Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn.
An embarrassing moment.
An embarrassing moment.
Fuck, bro. I really don't want to talk about it. I'd rather not.
Something
talk
soft,
about it.
bro. Like my stuff is soft. You could spare one. Come on, Suna. Everybody's listening. Everybody wants to hear it, dude. All the 25 people that downloaded it are here for that.
Damn, I don't know. You had 25 members than I am. That's crazy. No, but bro. Okay. I guess. It's happy. Fuck, man. Alright, so
is all your embarrassing moments that bad? Like, I gave you
yes!
I gave you like the least of like the embarrassing things that I had. Give me the least one. That, oh, really?
They're all bad, but damn it, I feel not right if I don't share one.
It can't all be bad.
It's so cringy too. I don't want to talk about it because it was just so, but I feel like I have to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'll fuck. So, okay, happened a long time ago. It was like freshman year in high school, and there was this girl I had like a huge crush on, right? And I don't know. I think she may have noticed I did. And the lines are long at lunch, and me and my boy were in line, right? And fuck, she walked over like it was like, hey, and I had her in two classes, so. She walked over, so she knew who I was. Obviously I knew who she was because I had a crush on her. And then she walked over and like, hey, because I was all the way in the front about to order. Can you get this, and that? And the whole time she was talking to me, I could not focus on what she was saying. Like I had to repeat. I couldn't hear her. Like I was focusing on her, but I couldn't hear her. I don't know what came over me. I felt so fucking dumbstruck. I couldn't focus on anything but her type thing. Like all I could see was her face and her telling me something, but I could not remember. To this day, I can't remember what she told me. The most I remember was hot Cheetos and something else. And the whole time, there's a bunch of people online, including my boy, looking at me like, "What's wrong with you? You have to like do it for me." And it was so embarrassing because I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Like after I went and sat down, I just kind of want to put my head down because I didn't want to fucking talk. It was so embarrassing. She kept telling me what it was, and I couldn't remember. I couldn't even think about it. It was so cringy. I was like, huh, and like I couldn't hear what she was saying. It was so bad. And my friend had to order the food for me.
Unless just subtitles.
I couldn't, and I'm better at it now. But even then, I got to the point where I don't really like. I mean, that's besides the point. Anyway, it was so embarrassing. Her friends were there with her in the line because they were gonna get food, and my boy was there with me. And my boy had to order it because I was just so fucking dumbstruck to the point where I couldn't listen what the fuck she was saying. It was so embarrassing.
That's not that bad. I don't know what you made it seem like. It was like.
It's cringy. It's embarrassing. It might not be embarrassing to you, but to me, thinking about it, that was so bad.
Everybody had issues like that with girls, man. Even, believe it or not, Suna. Even I had issues with girls. Even I. I didn't become the Issei I was right now. Overnight. It took a lot of work. Um, I don't know if you heard me. I told this like every time someone asks me about like something stupid I did in high school. Um, but I guess for like a couple days I had a three-finger girlfriend. Um, I don't know if you.
Huh?
Oh, so all right. You haven't heard this story. Okay, so in elementary school and junior high school, I was always bullied, right? And then I was like, you know what, high school, that's it, changing. I'm not gonna be the same old Caesar. I'm gonna be different, right? So I went into high school, and I made people laugh. It was all good. I was starting out good, and then 2 weeks into high school, they said we're gonna have a school dance. Now I went to an all boys school. So what they used to do is invite girls from all girls high schools. I think we invited Cathedral or Notre Dame. That's besides the point. And my ass was going up to girls asking like, "Hey, may I have this dance?" And if you think you were cringy, imagine me in high school with girls who just like want to shake their asses on men's penises, and I'm going up saying, "Hey, may I have this dance?" And like one look, and they're like, "No." So I didn't know like you had to like you just go up to a girl and just like start rotating and stuff, and they'll just start dancing. I didn't know that. So my boy was like, my boy Malik saw me looking at the girl, and he was like, "Yo, just go." And I said, "Should I ask?" He goes, "No," and he pushes me towards her, and we start dancing for like 5 songs. Then the friend's like, "Oh my god, let me borrow her for a second," and she takes her, right. So my mom, I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so she only gave me $1, and she said, "This is for you for a can of soda at the school dance," right. So I saw her by the water fountain, and my ass went up to her, and like I said, "You think you're cringy?" And I said, "Hey, why are you drinking water? I could just buy you Coke right now." Okay.
What?
All right, so bit my lip and everything, Sooner.
Oh,
Yeah.
you might have to put that image in my head too. Oh,
Yeah. You thinking, right? All right, so we go into the cafeteria, and it's like 2 tables, like girls from her school on one table, and the boys from my school on the other table. And her table's like laughing and like oh my god, yay, and shit like that. And my table is like they're laughing, straight up laughing. I don't know what's so funny, because the girl, from what I see, she had a big booty, cute face, right? And my god brother started throwing up like 3 fingers, so I'm thinking he's throwing up signs, so I'm throwing it back, right? We sit down, I take out
oh,
yeah, I take out my pen, take out a piece of paper, and I wrote down my number, and I slid it to her. Then I slid her the paper and pen. I said, "Why don't you give me your phone number?" And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she pulls out the pen, and she grabs it, and she has like a grip with like 3 fingers, and she's writing her name and number. And right then and there, I'm like, my high school life is over. Like, I just started, and it's over. So that was a Friday. It happened. So Monday, I get back to school over the weekend, right? And that's when all the jokes start coming in. Like, yo, Caesar, your girlfriend, dude, what is she? Like, she part Puerto Rican? And then somebody else will go, "Nah, she part Ninja Turtle."
oh no, that's horrible.
Like, yo, I bet
How you gonna do her like
I
that?
bet your girl's favorite sport is bowling. Yo, they weighed in heavy with the Ninja Turtles one. They said, everybody got to the school dance through the train. She's the only one that came through the sewers. And then she came out, she did 8 front flips. She pulled out her sword with the ticket at the end. And yo, you get discounts on tickets at the movies, because she go up to the cashier and go, "2 please," as they hold up like 3 fingers. If she wears a black glove in the club and the DJ yells, "Put your hands up," everybody run because they think it's a stick up. It was bad. My high school life was full of 3-finger girlfriend jokes. So if you think your story was cringy, yeah, that was.
Well, yeah. See, that's bad. But it was just, for me, mine's pretty bad. But like, it's there because I have someone who went to school with and bothers me about it.
All right, let's get back into anime. We went way off topic. Yo, do you like what's it called? Otaku anime?
Otaku anime?
Yeah. that-
What does that classify as?
There's like you get sucked into like a game world or something like that, or like you into another world.
You mean like isekais?
But I said isekai.
No, you didn't.
All right, do you like isekai anime?
uh, Depends, I guess. I really like Konosuba. I watched that like a while back.
I haven't watched that.
It's pretty good.
Is it good?
It's okay. So basically, you know how usually when a main character gets supported in isekai, he's like the main character, the hero of the world, blah 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 blah.
The
In this one, the guy is totally like he's not. He's the opposite of that, and he gets stuck with a group party of members, like three other members, a goddess, a mage, and a knight, and then it's him who's like the average like male hero protag, right? But the problem is he has such bad luck. Like he's the opposite. He's not the main hero. He's the main character of the show, but he's not the main hero, and he's just like they're all fuck ups. Like the mage can only use the one spell a day. The goddess is useless. The knight is a masochist and can't hit anything, so she just likes to get hit. And the main character is like the only sane one, but also kind of dumb at the same time. Not really dumb, I would say, but he realizes like, damn, we fucked up, and it's like the opposite, and it's just hilarious. It's like a comedy. Um, and the character just broke the entire time, so he's always trying to get money. That's like the main thing, that they're always broke. And he's stuck with that squad of members who are just kind of useless, but all the characters are fucking hilarious.
have you so there's one called Do You Love Your Mom and her multi target two hit combos or something like that. I think that's what it's called. I know it's Do You Love Your Mom and her multi target something like that. But it's about this mom and son who gets like teleported into the game, right? And the mom is just OP. Like the son is just doesn't even like he's good, but anything that he tries to do to like impress girls or anything, his mom just overshadows him because like he's trying to fight. It takes like 5 minutes for him to fight, and he'll win. His mom just in one swipe just kill the whole team, and just win like that. So pretty cool. It's very sexualized too, if you're into that type of stuff. Like he's in
Sexualizing mommies, no.
yeah, sexualized mommies, and there's a couple other girls. Like he slowly builds his harem and shit like that. But his mom is part of his harem. He just doesn't love her. It's a good watch. You should definitely watch that. But no, there's
It's comedy,
it's comical.
maybe, but
If you want
maybe.
something like that's not sexualized and everything, I would say Cautious Hero. It's on Hulu. So it's about this because you it's also funny because you talk about like goddesses and everything. This goddess is in charge of like bringing peace to like certain worlds, and they gave her an S tier world, which is like the like a disaster world. No, they haven't given her the S tier world. They gave her like a bad world though, and like all right, I'm gonna summon somebody and everything, and she summons Seiya, and he's like very strong and everything. However, he's just very cautious. So they go down in the fight. He goes, all right, take me back to the goddess world because time runs different there. I'm gonna train. No, you can just fight right now. He's like, no, I'm gonna train. So it's very comical. Like and then it's like comes across this slime and he defeats it, right? And he's like, it's not truly dead. We don't know if it's truly dead. Any molecule could resurrect it back to life. And he's there like punching craters into the earth and just blasting like fire moves into it. And it's already dead, but he's making sure like every molecule is just like totally obliterated, so it absolutely has no chance to come back. And then it took him like zombies and vampires. So he walks around with holy water and like he's going into the church to like get like descriptions from like people like witnesses and shit, and he walks up to me, he just throws holy water like in their face just to make sure that they're actual humans and shit. But it's very comical, and there's like two other heroes that join him. I don't need y'all, and they're like, oh, but it's prophecy that we meet up with you and we take down the demon lord. And he goes, y'all guys, if y'all guys want to tag along, y'all guys can hold my bags, but we don't need you. So they start training and so they're getting chased by somebody, and the girl's like, yes, I get to try my new move, and she goes fire arrow, and she throws the arrow, and Seiya just throws like a bird out, and like the bird flies in the air, knocks her arrows on the ground, and just kills the target. So it's dope, dude. I say watch Costa Zero. They're coming out with a season 2. If you're into isekais and stuff like that.
I like them, but a lot of them are just kind of the same shit sometimes. So,
Oh man, I say watch this one or the new one that came out, My Next Life as a Villainess or Roots Lead to Doom. That one, a girl got resurrected into like her favorite game. Um, and she is actually resurrected in the role of the villain. Like you know how like most of these like love games where like you go in and you gotta like build connections and then eventually like pick a man that you want to fall in love with. Well, she actually is the villain that tries to stop her in the game. So now she's just trying to be friendly with everybody, trying to stop all the connections and everything, just so she won't get any of the doom flags that happen in the game to happen to her. That's dope. It's dope. That's on Crunchyroll too. That's what I'm watching right now.
you know, send me some of these names,
I got you.
and like I'll do it. An isekai. Have you watched ReZero?
No.
Oh damn! So let me just give you a small brief story. Basically, the main character gets put into an alternate world, and basically, he dies.
Mm.
And he dies in like a tragic way, and he relives a day up to a certain point every single time, and he dies. Every time he dies, he feels the pain of dying. So until he completes the day correctly, the way he's supposed to, he's going to die. And he dies, and he dies, and he gets killed in horrific ways, and he fucks up and does something to fuck up, and he just keeps dying, and he just keeps coming back until he does the day correctly, basically. And it's kind of tragic.
If you like comedy, there's like one more I can send you the name for, and the season just ended. Destructive God sits next to me, and the OP is one of the smoothest OPs ever. It's like very jazzy, but so it's about this kid who he's like a cat dude. I don't know why he has like a tail and cat ears, but everybody else clearly around him is human. But one of his classmates believe that he is the goddess of the god of destruction, and that his partner is the main character, which he calls him Gestabar, and it all wraps around with like another one of their friends like told him, hey, be friends with him and everything. So he set the whole thing up, but it's if you like comedy, I would say it's that one's very funny. They have like a Dragon Ball dig, like the main character like thinks it looked like he got hit by a car, so he's laying there unconscious, and he sees like he's looking at his body from like his spirit, like he's having an out of body experience, and he's like move. He's telling himself to move, and the guy like the guy who thinks he's like the god of destruction, like maybe I should give him CPR, and he's telling himself, no, don't do that, don't kiss me, and then the other friend goes, what should we do? What if we get 7 balls to bring him back to life? And the guy floating there, he's like, this ain't no bullshit anime, we can't do that. So...
Oh, bruh. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of a Gintama. Gintama makes fun of all these like shonen jump animes, and I don't know if I'm sure you haven't seen it, but or maybe you have. But the main character is like, I mean, like he'll say random shit, and he's actually like this kind of OP, like third wall breaking kind of character. So kind of like Deadpool in a way, but not really, not as bad as Deadpool in the third wall break or fourth wall breaking, whatever it is. Third wall and fourth wall, I forget which one it is.
I think it's fourth wall. I don't know.
Breaking the fourth wall, I don't know, but
sounds better than breaking the third wall.
You know what? Breaking the fourth wall. All right, cool. So he'll be like, "Man, I wish I had a Bankai while just sitting there, just talking." And they make fun of One Piece when they're looking to invade like this evil pirate organization. They're like, "Yeah, we're pirates too. We're looking for the One Park," and like they're dressed as Luffy and shit. Stupid shit like that. Like it's all comedy, but there's some serious moments in it.
I might have to start watching that. That sounds funny as hell. I like funny comedy like that, like funny anime.
This is definitely one of them.
When are you gonna start Tower of God?
I'll get around to it. I gotta start Fire Force tonight,
Ooh.
so.
Okay, you please tell me how that goes. I think tonight I'm a surprise Ebony because she wants to watch a lot of other anime with me. I think today I watch Gintama. If I can find it, should be on
It's on
Crunchyroll,
Crunchyroll.
right? Yeah.
It is on Crunchyroll.
Uh,
Yeah. It feels kind of slow at times, but the comedy's hilarious. Like at one point, he does something like it's just a spoiler because like I said, it's not really a spoiler, but he tries to do the Kamehameha and he's just like, I wonder if it's something like this, like Kamehameha, and he's just yelling it out in the open, but he's like in a kind of secluded area, but not really. And like these two friends of his walk up behind him because they were like coming to get him or something.
hmm.
And he's just sitting there the entire time using Kamehameha, and then it cuts to them like him being all embarrassed and shit,
Yeah.
cause he sat there out yelling out in the open Kamehameha. I'm pretty sure everyone has tried it, but it's just kind of embarrassing in a sense.
Have I tried it? I don't think I have tried that. I know I've tried like Rasengan, and there's one thing I want to do. But my brother already hates me, and luckily he doesn't watch anime, so he has like no interest in this podcast. But I want to try the Thousand Years of Pain on him. I want to
What?
record it. I think that's what it's called, the Thousand Years of
He's gonna
Pain.
beat 1,000 years of death.
Death.
Maybe?
Yeah, wait. You do the hand moves like in Naruto, and then you just
I know
shove
what
the
you're
fingers
talking
up the.
about.
Yeah, I want to do that to him. I record it and I want to put it on like IG and everything. He's gonna hate me. Hands down, he's just gonna hate me even more than he already does. But that's something I've always wanted to do. Why are you so quiet when I'm?
I
He's-
I don't know what you want me to say to that. I'm
you-
just like, okay.
You have never wanted to do that. Like
No, what the fuck?
you have
1,000
never
years
bu-
of death of somebody?
you have never thought about doing
No.
that.
No.
I thought it was funny in the anime. I always you know what? It's stupid. It's stupid TikTok. It's been like I've been hooked on it. So I've seen like videos where people actually do that, and it's hilarious. So I've imagined me doing it to my brother who hates me already, and just like me pissing him off even more. I just think it's funny. All right.
He's going to hate you. That's all I can really tell you. I, 1,000 years of death. I can see people trying to come out but not do that to someone. It's probably the most physical possible one you could do because you can't really use Rasengan or Kamehamehas on somebody. But still, like I wish you luck. I guess I don't know how you watching TikTok too.
Well, with the Rasengan, you can just put your hand out and then just like
No.
make believe like you
no.
shadow clone yourself, and then you do that, and then you just like. Well, of course, there's no actual Rasengan, but you just put your palm to like somebody's chest and push them. All right. With that said, guys, I think that's a good way to end it. We
Fuck.
talked about a lot of.
topics. Yeah, I don't think we missed anything.
We hit all the strides. We talked about High School DxD, assessment of the new Devil Sister, which gotta be anime of whatever year that came out.
No. Stop.
Great
Get
story.
people to watch that.
I'm gonna start
Trash.
Prison School and Gintama. You make sure you start 5-4.
Ask your wife if she's seen Prison School. I feel like she has.
I don't think so. I know she's seen Gintama, but Prison School, I don't think she has. I know, like, I don't think she has because I remember when Budokai, which shout out to Budokai who we dropped his name a lot during this episode, but when he was telling me to watch it, and I added all these animes because like I think a couple other people were telling me to add a couple more animes like If Only I Had a Sister or something like that. That was one that she was like, why you keep adding these trash animes to the queue list and everything. So I don't think she watched it because I added that to the queue list and she called it a trash anime. So maybe she did see it, or maybe she just grouped it up with like High School DxD because she hasn't watched High School DxD. She watched like the first season and she said it was actually good. I told you because I don't know, it's a story. I like it.
So she was watching Hitman Reborn with you?
Yes, even though
That's cute.
she already watched it, she wanted to watch it again and rewatch it with me. So she keeps telling me that it's gonna get better. So I'm gonna take you and her word for it. That's it, guys. Thank you for coming to episode 2 of Sakura. most useless talk show about anime and gaming. I have been your host, Deez, aka the PvP guy. My links will be in the description. You can find me on twitch.tv/DeezIsLive. And my co-host, which I'm honestly so thankful that a lot of people's like, oh man, you're talking to Suna like he's a guest and everything. At that time when we were recording it, he 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 was just a guest, and he told me he wanted to do this and do it with me, and I was so excited.
Well, I mean, I appreciate you bringing me out here again, co-hosting now. It's pretty fun. So hopefully we can keep these coming. Well, I guess if people want to find me, I guess same thing as always. Twitch slash NoGoodTsunax. Yeah, same thing for Twitter. My For my IG, if people want to use it, it's a bit different. It's the.nogoodtsuna. So if they want to follow me on there, I mean, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I post memes. They're usually political shit. So expect that, or sometimes just funny shit straight up. So I don't know, man. Like it's just those links are there. Yeah. And Twitch is where I do all my gaming shit. So
Yep. So all links will be in the description, whether you're watching this on Spotify or especially if you're watching this on YouTube. It'll be on Deez's Live. For now, I'm thinking about making a separate YouTube channel just for the podcast, and I think I will do that tonight. So as of now, if you want to watch this on YouTube, it's youtube.com/Deez's Live, and by the next episode, we will have a completely different place for you to watch this, guys. That is all from me, and NoGoodTsunax. Thank you for banging another one out for me, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Peace out.